Welcome. Well, it's March. It's getting towards the end of March, and I've been marching. I've got, I think I'm going to hit over 500,000 steps this month. So that's pretty incredible. That's definitely a new record for me. um, um, let's see. This is 2026. So in 2024, over the whole year, I had over 2 million steps. And in 2025, I had over 3 million steps. And I'm not sure, I don't know what I might get this year, but for a single month, I'm going to get over 500,000 steps, it looks like. Like I'm very close. It'd be very easy to do at this point. So, yeah, it's over 500,000 steps in 1 month. So that's a pretty amazing improvement. Um, um, I just got done with a 36-hour fast, and I broke the fast this morning, and the food tasted so good. So I'm a foodie. I love eating good food, and I appreciate competence and excellence in food making, and mainly in food enjoying. And so fasting, you know, seemed kind of weird to me, but it actually makes the food taste even better. So there's another reason to do fasting. I think that guy Talibi or something. I think he wrote like a book called The Black Swan or something like that, and he talks about something called the Lindy effect. Lindy, and I think it's referring to like things that have stood the test of time, like the birthday song "Happy Birthday." Um, let's see. Well, anyway, fasting's been in the Bible and in lots of historic, traditions and things. And it's something that's lasted through the years, one of those things. Um, so, there's something to it. And I've been listening to this heart doctor. I can't say his name right. It's like Jamambi or something. But he talks about fasting and all of its benefits, and it's been really good. Um, I don't know if you look up fasting and or fasting and doctor or something, you could probably find him. He wears like a Star Trek medical little hat and has like a Star Trek thing. He seems to be a Star Trek fan, and yeah, I've never been so informed on fasting than from listening to that guy. Dr. Jason Fung also talks about it quite a bit, and it's pretty good too. But yeah, this other guy goes into levels of detail that and reasoning and explains it really well. And so I would recommend more people be trying that. clears your mind, and it actually feels really good. Like you'll be hungry sometimes, and you'll be tempted. You'll see some food and be like, "That's tempting." But what I do is I plan on when and how I'm gonna break the fast, and then I'm looking forward to that. It's like, nah, I'm gonna wait for that, you know. Um, and Another thing, I was listening to Derek Prince talk about grace, and I think he said that grace and favor were words used interchangeably or something in some biblical texts or something. But anyway, grace is, I would describe it as favor shown by God, whether you deserve it or not. And I'm going to go off topic of grace briefly, just based on that idea. As a lot of people will say, life's not fair and all this junk, you know? It's like, uh, I think I've said before, I don't know, somebody said something. I said, well, nobody deserves anything, you know? It's like, I don't know, good or bad or whatever, you know? Um, Fair. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't put your mind on what's fair too much, you know? Because, you know, you don't know the full story of things, you know? And, with the media, you're being lied to a lot, you know? So it ain't even worth watching the news, really, in my opinion. I think you'd be a lot happier if you cut out a lot of stuff. And I don't know, it's funny, you'll be like just walking and you'll see people walking and they're like looking at their phone. They're like a phone zombie or something. It's kind of funny. But anyway, back to grace. Um, what was I going to say on that? Hmm. I don't know, I guess I lost the thread on that. Maybe I'll maybe I'll get it back at some point. Probably not this video though. I totally lost the thread on that one. But anyway, um, just thinking of these 5 million steps I've done this month. Um, it's best to just focus on each step, you know? Like, don't be too assuming in life. A lot of stuff's fake anyway. It's totally fake. A lot of stuff, not everything. Um, let's see, what else did I say? Well, yeah, in that vein of thinking, um, what's helped me lately is just to focus on God and not try to think too far ahead. And sometimes when I'm walking, I think, you know, what do I want to do with the rest of my life, or you know, try to think, well, what would be the most amazing life I could imagine for myself. And I imagined some pretty cool stuff, you know. I've been imagining some pretty amazing things. But whatever I imagine, like God's actual plan, is probably way better than what I'm imagining. Like he's probably gonna one up me. Hopefully it'll be something like what I'm thinking, but he'll probably one up me quite a bit. I'm hoping so anyway. But but yeah, don't worry about what's too far ahead. Just take one step at a time and focus on each day's, what you're doing that day. And and another thing I wanted to say was looking back at life. I try to look forward. It's best to, rip the rear view mirror off and be looking forward. But don't rip your rear view mirror off. I mean, people drive bad enough as it is. um, but in life, yeah, look forward. And, but anyway, looking back briefly, the thing that I was noticing was the most the only things I care about looking back is like all the joy and love that I've had in my life, spending time with my loved ones. And I remember uh, I worked at UPS when I was like in my 20s or something. And this guy, this, like about not too long before I quit, this guy says, "He who wins with the most toys wins." And I just laughed at him, and and like even then, even though I wasn't saved yet, and I didn't know, I, I wasn't as free of the worldly things as what I am now. Um, I knew that that was something to be laughed at, and I just laughed at him, and I totally didn't buy into that. And oh gosh, where else would I go on this? Oh jeez. Um, well, yeah, I would just say, focus on spending time with your loved ones, and don't worry about like all this material stuff. And um, I was going somewhere with that, with all this thinking here. Hmm. Yeah. Well, I guess that's enough of this message. I've been a little all over the place and losing the thread on my notions. So just remember, Jesus loves you.